Donald Trump is so desperate to rewrite one of the darkest days in our nation's history. And that, of course, is January 6th, when his insurrectionists brought weapons to the Capitol to try to kill members of Congress who were certifying Joe Biden's victory over Trump in the 2020 election. And now Trump is going as far as saying that none of those people had any guns, despite there being photos of his insurrectionists with guns on their hips standing in front of the Capitol. And we've seen in the January 6th committee's findings that there were caches of weapons found around DC, cars full of weapons found. So we're going to watch Donald Trump try to tiptoe and dance and try to rewrite January 6th during his insane press conference this morning. And then we're going to turn the page and watch top Democrat Pete Aguilar in the House of Representatives calmly and coolly explain what Trump is trying to do.
Look, there was never charges of insurrection or anything like that. But if there were, this would be the only insurrection in history where people went in as insurrectionists with not one gun, okay? And let me tell you, the people that you're talking about have a lot of guns in their home for hunting and for shooting and for entertainment, a lot of good reasons. But there wasn't one gun that they found. And why didn't they find the bomber, the pipe bomber? They know who the pipe bomber is.
I wanted to add something else. Trump will have press conferences. He did have one, but he also made an allegation that there were no guns on January 6th, bolstering his support for pardons, that Hezbollah may have played a role in January 6th, and that the person shot trying to enter the House chamber was shot for no reason at all. You're on the committee. How do you respond to what seems to be the rewriting of that day?
This is not new for Donald Trump. He is trying to rewrite history and suppress the truth. That is exactly why he does not want the special counsel's report released down in Florida, and it is exactly why he continues to spread lies about January 6th. But let's talk about the weapons that were on campus on January 6th. People were arrested with bear spray, and people were arrested with tasers and brass knuckles. People used flagpoles and fire extinguishers to beat police officers. There were documented cases where AR-15s were brandished downtown. There were collections, as we heard testimony in the January 6th committee, collections, mounds of things that Secret Service would not allow into the area around the former president's speech when he was near the ellipse. That's what was happening here 4 years ago. People were bringing weapons. There was also a cache of weapons found in a car, earlier in the day, as we know, and was publicly reported. Our report, as well as the Department of Justice reports, continue to show the amount of guns and weapons that were in the D.C. area and on campus and in the building by these violent intruders. Now, the president can say anything he wants. He's entitled to do that. He's not entitled to his own set of facts. And so that's on us. That's our responsibility to continue to provide that information to the public. And whether it's Donald Trump or Barry Loudermilk or Mike Johnson, we're not going to allow anyone to rewrite history or have their own set of facts. Donald Trump does this all the time. He tries to convince you, what you were seeing did not happen. And he's doing this time and time again. The American public, our job is to give the American public our perspective and the truth as we lived it and as we see it.
You're damn right, Pete Aguilar. Trump is not entitled to his own facts. He is not going to rewrite January 6th. And so that's where it is top Democrats' responsibility to spread the truth. And it's our responsibility to spread their message when they're spitting the facts. So be sure to like this video and share it with your friends. Bring them into the fold so that they can share their reflections in the comments down below as well. Couple things there about Donald Trump talking about, no weapons being found despite the caches of weapons being found. And my favorite line was, there were no insurrection charges. There weren't any insurrection charges, but there were sedition charges. Enrique Torrio, the leader of the Proud Boys, is serving a 22-year sentence for sedition. So whether or not Donald Trump will try to commute that sentence, will try to pardon him, that will be, of course, tracked by me here at Reflect Politics in the coming months or weeks when Donald Trump is sworn into office. So be sure to subscribe to Reflect Politics so that you get more news about Donald Trump trying to rewrite American history in his favor. Thanks for watching. I'm Brendan Plank with Reflect Politics. I'll see you in the next video.